All right, everybody, buckle up because today we are diving deep, like really deep into the growth mindset.
Deeper than we've gone before.
And for those of you who are already rolling your eyes like, ugh, not this growth mindset stuff again, trust me, this is different. We're past the definitions and the pep talks.
Yeah.
Today, we're all about giving you actual tools to use.
Absolutely. Think of it like this.
Yeah,
You wouldn't just tell someone about a hammer. You'd show them how to use it, right?
exactly. We're breaking out the toolbox thanks to this awesome tip sheet we found called Developing a Growth Mindset. And let me tell you, this thing's a gold mine.
It really is.
So one of the things that really jumped out at me, and I don't know about you, but
Yeah, go on.
this whole idea of perspective, right? The way the tip sheet talks about it, it's like our brains are basically Instagram filters for our lives.
Well, I like that.
Yeah,
It's so true, though, right? We choose how we're going to see things.
exactly. And I think, I don't know, it's easy to forget that. Like, we think our interpretation of things is just, the truth.
Right, right. And it's not about pretending everything's perfect or denying the hard stuff, but it's about that power we have to decide, okay, what lens am I looking at this through?
So true. And the example that always pops into my head, I think we've all been there. That job interview, you're so sure you aced it, and then rejection.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
The absolute worst.
And it's so easy to spiral into that fixed mindset of, see, I knew it, I'm not good enough, I'm never going to get anywhere.
Oh, I've been there. But the tip sheet, it really drives home that this is where the growth mindset comes in. That rejection, it's not a full stop.
Right, it's like,
It's data.
exactly. It's information, it's feedback. What can you learn from that experience to be even more prepared next time?
100%. And, speaking of using those failures as stepping stones, I think that ties into another big thing the tip sheet emphasizes. Leaning into challenges.
Oh, tell me about it. This is the one I struggle with the most, I think. It's so much easier said than done, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Our natural instinct is to avoid anything that makes us uncomfortable.
Totally. Sometimes I look at my to-do list and I'm like, nope, I'm good. Think I'll just go take a nap instead.
Uh-huh. I feel that. But that's the thing. You don't grow in your comfort zone.
That's so true. But how do you actually, put that into practice?
Well, the tip sheet actually uses a great analogy. It talks about it like building muscle.
Okay, I like where this is going.
You're not going to get stronger
Yeah.
lifting the lightest weights,
Yeah.
right? You need that resistance to grow.
Makes sense. So even when we do face those setbacks, and they're going to happen, it's not a failure.
Nope. It's feedback.
Exactly. And I love how the tip sheet phrases it, this idea of temporary setbacks, not permanent problems.
Yeah, that's so key because in the moment, it can feel like the end of the world, but it's really not. And they have this great question in the sheet, will this matter in a year?
Oh, I love that. Perspective, right?
Exactly. Because honestly, a year from now, we probably won't even remember what we were so stressed about today.
So true. Okay, I need to write that down somewhere. That's going on a Post-it note on my computer screen. Now, there was one other thing in the tip sheet that I thought was interesting because we don't always talk about it when we talk about growth mindset,
Yeah.
and it's this whole emotions piece.
Yes, it's so important. The tip sheet talks about how we shouldn't shy away from our feelings, but instead see them as clues.
Which is so counterintuitive, right? Usually we're told to just get over it, suck it up.
Exactly. But a growth mindset recognizes that emotions, even the negative ones, they're not the enemy. They're giving us valuable information if we just pay attention.
So instead of pushing those feelings down, we should be getting curious about them.
Yes, ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? What's going on here? What need is this emotion trying to meet? That uncomfortable feeling might be a sign that something needs to change. Or maybe you need to ask for help.
It's like those check engine lights in our cars.
Yeah.
Right? Ignoring it doesn't make the problem go away. Usually it just makes it worse.
Wow, this has been so insightful. What would you say is, the biggest thing you hope our listeners take away from all of this today?
Honestly, just that a growth mindset, it's not some fluffy abstract idea. It's a tool. It's a powerful, practical way to navigate the ups and downs of life. And the more you use these tools, the easier it gets, the more natural it becomes to approach those challenges as opportunities.
Love that. And for everyone listening, I want you to think about this. What's one area of your life where you tend to get stuck in that fixed mindset? How can you use even just one of the amazing tips we talked about today from this tip sheet to shift your perspective? Even just a little bit. It might just surprise you what you're capable of.